Welcome, parents, to the Effective Literacy Strategy Workshop for students in grades kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade. My name is Stephanie Anderer, and today I will be discussing the importance of using effective literacy strategies with your child at home. I will also be talking about 3 wonderful and effective strategies that you can use with your child while you both are reading fiction and nonfiction texts. If you would like to take notes throughout this session, please feel free to do so. Let's get started. Before I discuss the reading strategies, it is important to know what a reading strategy is. A reading strategy is a plan selected deliberately by the reader to accomplish a particular goal or to complete a given task. Research indicates that good readers are strategic. This means that they have purposes for their reading and adjust their reading to each purpose. Strategic readers use a variety of strategies and skills as they construct meaning. Effective reading strategies are very helpful to all readers. I want you to take a moment and think. Have you ever used any reading strategies with your child at home? If you have, great. If not, don't worry. Today you will be learning some that you can use while you are reading with your child. So why is it so important to teach effective reading strategies? As parents, we know that it is essential that our children not only learn to read, but that they enjoy it as well. We want our child to develop a love for reading. We must remember that learning to read is a hard and complex skill that is developed over a long period of time. Since so many different components go into reading, it is important to teach all children appropriate and effective reading strategies that will help them become better readers. Reading is the overall key to success in all content areas. Children need to know how to read and comprehend in math, social studies, science, and English. Effective reading strategies help children read with fluency, accuracy, and understanding. Oftentimes, children know how to read, but they just don't know how to use effective strategies to get the full meaning from the text that they read. By incorporating effective and fun reading strategies at home can help with this problem. It is also very important to know that you must introduce one strategy at a time. You have to be able to guide your child in practicing that one particular strategy, and then when your child appears to be secure with that strategy, you should incorporate a new one. This way that your child does not become confused. Lastly, we must remember that the overall goal of all reading instruction is to help children become expert readers so that they can achieve independence and can use literacy for lifelong learning and enjoyment. The 3 reading strategies that I will be talking about are from the book, the Reading Strategies book by Jennifer Saravallo. This is a wonderful resource with 300 reading strategies that any reader can use. It is extremely parent-friendly and effective, and I would recommend buying it. Let's get started. The first strategy is one that you can use when your child is reading to you. Sometimes, when your child is just learning how to read or reading a book to you, they get stuck on unfamiliar words and become frustrated with decoding these words. If this happens, introduce the strategy to your child. It's called try, try, try again. Try, try, try again is a great reading strategy for pre-emergent to emergent readers, and it can be used for both nonfiction and fiction texts. As a parent, you should explain to your child that it's okay to get stuck on a word that they don't know. That good readers try a variety of different strategies when they get to a tricky word. Sometimes one strategy will work on one word but not on another. It is also important for your child to know that it might take a few strategies to help them read a tricky word. I like to use the toolbox analogy for the strategy. Tell your child, every time you start a new book, you should carry these strategies around like tools in a toolbox, using just the right one for just the right job. And sometimes you'll find that when you get to one strategy, it might not help. But that's okay. You can try a new strategy from your toolbox. Let's take a look at the picture on the right. Readers use more than one strategy to figure it out. Your child can read slowly from left to right, sounding out each letter like glad. Gl-a-d. They can look at the pictures and ask if that will help them sound it out. They can also ask themselves, does that make sense? Or does that look or sound right? Your child can also ask themselves, do I know any parts in the word? If the child is looking at the word swing, they might know the ending, ing sound, and then they can figure it out, sounding out the beginning of the word. The second strategy you can use when you are reading a fiction book to your child. Fiction means fake. This is called read like a storyteller. It is very important to model good, fluent, and expressive reading. This way your child has an idea of what good readers sound like. Even though they are exposed to this at school, modeling at home is just as important. Explain to your child that when they are reading a story, they have to sound like a storyteller. When a character is talking, change your voice to match the character's tone, the character's feeling, and the character's punctuation. This will help make the story more enjoyable to listen to and to read. It will also help to understand what is happening in the story. Reading with expression and fluency takes practice. However, if children are taught how to do it and use strategies to help them, they will be able to read just like their parents and teachers. Let's take a look at the poster on the right. It says, when we read fiction, make sure I use my character voice or narrator voice. You also want to match your voice to the character's tone. If it's mad, you want to sound mad. The character's feeling, are they feeling happy, sad? Or the punctuation. If there's an exclamation point, you want to make sure that you raise your voice. And if there's a question mark, you want to make sure that you answer in a questioning tone. The last strategy you can use for when you are reading a nonfiction book to your child is called caption it. Since beginner nonfiction books mainly consist of pictures and captions, this last strategy will help you show your child how to pay close attention to these text features. Paying close attention to nonfiction text features is a large part of reading, navigating, and understanding nonfiction text. These features help readers understand what the text is about. As a parent, you can teach your child how to use these text features to get more information from the text. Make sure your child knows how to look at the pictures and captions on each page so that they will understand what they are reading and learning about. Let's take a look at the poster on the right. It says, look carefully at the photo or illustration. Just by looking at the photo, you might not be able to tell that those are baby sea turtles. But if you read the caption will tell you what the picture is actually about. Baby sea turtles crossing the beach. Also, if you read the text, it says baby sea turtles must cross the sand to get back to the ocean. In conclusion, it is up to you to introduce, model, and use a variety of strategies with your child so they learn how to use them while they are reading. Let's remember that effective reading strategies are very helpful for all readers. It is so important to teach all children appropriate and effective reading strategies. This will help them become better readers. Effective reading strategies help children read with fluency, accuracy, and understanding. And it is also very important to introduce one strategy at a time so your child does not become confused. It may be beneficial for your child if you help them make miniature posters or bookmarks that display each reading strategy that you are working with. This will be a good reminder for your child to help them while they are reading. The Reading Strategies book provides an example of a poster for all 300 strategies, and we saw 3 of those posters for the 3 strategies that I discussed. You can also leave these around the house and review them before, during, and after reading. I would like to thank you for your time today. I hope you found this tutorial beneficial and that you learned something new. In the words of Jennifer Saravallo, strategies make the often invisible work of reading actionable and visible. Incorporate and implement effective strategies daily. Your child will then become a better reader, achieve independence, and most importantly, develop a lifelong love for reading.